Hey, it's Forecast Steve. Another major winter storm is on its way. Let's take a look to see what's in store. Let's start off by looking at the surface forecast around 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The center of the low pressure system is forecasted to be located near the border of Arkansas and Missouri. Along the cold front extending southward from the low, it is likely that there will be some showers and thunderstorms. To the northwest of the low, snow is forecasted to be falling in the Midwest and Great Lakes. By 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Friday afternoon, the low is predicted to be centered over Illinois with heavy wraparound snow over the Great Lakes region. Along the southward extending cold front, a line of thunderstorms is forecasted to be over Alabama and Tennessee. There also appears to be scattered showers and thunderstorms in the warm sector ahead of the cold front in Georgia, South Carolina, and the Florida Panhandle. Damaging winds and tornadoes are possible with these storms. By 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, the low is forecasted to be near southern Lake Michigan with heavy snow wrapping around the low that extends from the Great Lakes through northern Pennsylvania and western New York. The cold front and line of thunderstorms along it and ahead of it are forecasted to extend through western North Carolina, South Carolina, and central Georgia. By 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Saturday morning, the low will be over Lake Huron with snow wrapping around it, but the heavier snow is forecasted to be over portions of New England. Cold front and its line of storms are predicted to be well offshore by then. As shown on this convective outlook for Friday issued by the Storm Prediction Center, there is a risk for severe weather across much of the southeast on Friday, with the greatest risk stretching from portions of Alabama through Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. The greatest threat will be damaging straight-line winds and tornadoes during the afternoon and evening on Friday. This threat of tornadoes is due to the predicted presence of a high wind shear environment. Over the risk area, deep layer shear is forecasted to range from 60 to over 100 knots, which is more than adequate to make the environment conducive to the formation of supercell thunderstorms, which could result in tornadoes, assuming that there is adequate surface-based instability present. Very high values of storm relative helicity are forecasted over the outlook risk area, ranging from around 300 to 850 meters squared per second squared, which indicates that tornado formation is more likely in any supercells that happen to form. A strong low-level jet is forecasted over the risk area with winds from around 50 to over 80 knots, which is about 58 miles per hour to 92 miles per hour, around 5,000 feet above the surface. The downdrafts of any thunderstorms that form in this area can bring some of the strong winds down to the surface, resulting in damaging straight-line winds. Returning to the topic of snow in the Midwest, this forecast graphic from the Weather Prediction Center shows the median snow accumulation predicted for the 72-hour period from 7 p.m. Wednesday through 7 p.m. Saturday. Notice that there is a swath of a few inches up to 21 inches of accumulation. However, looking at forecast probability shows that this high-end amount of 21 inches is unlikely in many spots. As you can see here, there are relatively low probabilities over the region where 15 or more inches of snow was predicted, except for northeastern Michigan where the probabilities are around 70%. Going back to the original median prediction, it seems more likely that totals would range from a few inches in this swath to up to around 12 inches. This range from a few inches to up around 12 inches is a more realistic prediction. This strong storm system presents multiple threats. Severe weather is possible in the southeast states on Friday, in the afternoon and evening, with the greatest threats being wind damage from straight-line winds and tornadoes. And heavy snow is possible in portions of the Midwest and Great Lakes region on Friday through early Saturday morning. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please like it and subscribe.